today I'm going to be talking about how I like to fish the winter. I know a lot of you guys are struggling out there in the cold, and I get it. I've struggled too. Everybody has. Things about the winter, you're not looking for 20 bites. Most of the time you're looking for 5 good bites. And you have to grind for them. Line freezing, your reel, everything. Weather, snow. So today I'm going to talk about probably my 5 favorite ways to catch fish in the winter. So bait number 1 that I'm going to start off with is probably a crank. Crankbaits have been around a long time. Everybody knows how to use them. Not really various ways to retrieve them. But I like this KVD 1.5 by Strike King in neon color. I like to throw this in dirty water around shallow rocks and boat ramps, and sometimes even docks, just depends on what they're relating to. And I throw it on a spinning setup because it's kind of a lighter crankbait. 8-pound line to a 15-pound leader. And then if they're a little bit deeper, I will go to a Strike King 8 to 10 foot in a shad color. I like that color. On 10-pound mono, 4:1 gear ratio, Abu Garcia, and then a medium heavy rod that's 6'6", a little short, but I like it. So that is the first bait that I like using in the winter. That catches me pretty good fish. I caught 2 3-pounders last weekend. Only fished with crankbaits probably for an hour and a half. Probably should have stuck with it the whole day, but I wanted to find some new patterns. On to the second bait. So the second bait that I want to talk to you about is the crawl, or the beaver bait. It is good for brush. In the winter I like throwing brush because you can get some bigger fish, and when you put it in 15 plus feet, those fish will still be there in the winter. Those shadows school up in there and bass will suspend over it. So this bait is perfect. I got it on a 1.5 ounce tungsten weight from Woo Tungsten. Go check them out, leave them in the bio. And then got it pegged, 4/0 hook, Guggen baits. I think this is, I usually use a Kraken crawl, but I put this one on just to try it out, you know. And then that's the second bait. I've caught a few decent fish off this. Usually in the winter, I don't like that really muddy water because I find it harder for the fish to find it. But semi-clear water, clear water, even in muddy water, you can still catch fish. The flipping category, same as the crawl. It's a speed worm. I know, it's a little older now. I like to put it on a 1.5 ounce tungsten worm weight, pegged with a 3 to 4/0 hook. I like that green pumpkin color. I have it on 14-pound flora. Faster reel, 7.5-1 Blues Pro. And then I have it on a medium heavy rod. I like getting them out of that structure quick. And a lot of people don't think that these fish will sit in those shallow wood cover in the winter, especially in Lake Norman where I am. I've caught decent fish out of winter laydowns. Doesn't matter to me. I think they sit in it all the time. You can catch them 1 foot, you can catch them in 4 foot, but I like flipping those winter laydowns if I can, if I'm around them, you know. Second bait. So the third bait I want to talk to you about is a drop shot. I throw drop shot all year long, but it does get a little tough. You don't get the number of bites you do, especially on Norman in the winter. It's hard to find bites. I usually have to go to those 18 to 20 foot docks that are deeper and not clear water, but I like having some type of brush. I usually use the legendary baits worms. I just like them. I can put scents in them. I can make them float. I use all their colors. I use their pink colors. I use their purple colors. Junebug, green pumpkin. I use a lot of them because those spots they like them some Dropshot. It can get tough, and if you're not having a good day power fishing, I'd go to the Dropshot, Ned rig, shaky head, and then you can all find those baits on legendarybaits.com, and I'll leave that link in my bio also. That's the third bait. So these next two baits that I'm going to be talking about, I don't use that much. I don't have a lot of confidence in them, but I've fished with people who caught the crap out of them. And one would be a jerkbait, shallow, shad colored for the rocks, and chase some schools they're busting. And I mean, I've caught fish on them. I just don't have a ton of confidence in them around here. I don't feel like they catch the bigger, nicer quality fish for me. It's just a confidence thing. And then the final bait would be the A-rig, umbrella rig, Alabama rig, whatever you want to call it. I have some confidence in it. I've fished this in the tournament. I caught big old striper, 6-pound striper. Couldn't weigh it in, but fun fight. Catches a lot or bigger fish, even in the winter. I use those 2.8-inch Kitex. It just seems to work for me. If it muckier water, I'll go to straight white, maybe dye a tail neon, and it works. It works for me. I throw it on 50-pound braid. If I don't have a lot of money and I don't have a job, so I don't want to lose it because it's $20, $30. So yeah, that's another bait that will get you some bites if you throw it for a while and you stick to it. Again, the Alabama rig and the jerk bait, you throw them around docks, you throw them around rocks, schooling fish. I mean, there's a lot. They're good in the winter. They both excel in the winter. These tips and tricks help you out, because I know a lot of you guys are struggling, and I started struggling too, so I found a pattern. Hope this helps. I know a bunch of you guys are going to be out this weekend. I hope you try some of these tips that I'm giving you. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Share it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.